ladies and gentlemen, today I have some, I would call, old vintage review. It will be for iPhone 6s. Here we have the box. Here we have, as you can see, iPhone 6s, iPhone 6s. Here we have Apple logo. This is the 32GB model. As you can see, iPhone 6s, designed by Apple in California, made in China. My model is black one. I would call it's used. It's not new because it's very old now. Here we have the box. On the box you can find the headphones, the charger, and the cable. Here we have the phone itself. So let's boot it up, the phone. It's quite fast, even if it's not the latest iPhone. It's almost booted up. Here we have the design, 4.7 inches, metal on the back, not some glass which can easily be damaged or scratch it. So it's very long lasting. Also the glass is not the metal, it's very durable, it's not bending. Here we have the S. Otherwise we have slim design here. Everything is made of metal. Very good phone, I would call. Here all of the buttons are metal as well, vibration switch. Here we have the headphone jack, the mic, lightning port, and the speakers. Here we have another mic. Here is the phone itself. This one is with iOS 12. Excellent screen. We have 3D touch, which works like that. You press, for example, you press here. It's real 3D touch. It's not some gimmick like they made it now. Here I can press even on the settings. Everything excellent. So basically 3D touch, it's a popping technology. Excellent, I really like it. What's so interesting about this phone? It's the latest phone to include headphone jack, which you can see here. After that, on the iPhone 7, the headphone jack was removed, sadly, by Apple, so you need to use stupid converter. Also, this phone is easy to repair. I would switch the Wi-Fi now to show you how fast it is. Here we will go to the Apple website. As you can see, it's still decently fast. No lags at all. What else? It doesn't have the latest technology like 5G and front-facing camera to unlock yourself. It have front-facing but not to unlock. It have Touch ID. It relies on Touch ID second generation, which you can find here. Also, screen is excellent. What else? It have Apple Pay, Apple Wallet. I turn basically the... Here we have the menus. The battery, low power battery mode to increase the battery life. Battery health, as you can see on this one, is very good, 100%. What else? You can turn the night shift, so you can get less eye fatigue. Here we have the control center, and we also have This is the control center, actually. A lot of options here, quite fast. What's so interesting else about the phone is the last one, which is small enough, 4.7 inches. After that, the phones became huge, unfortunately. So basically, if you want to have a phone with a small screen, you should get iPhone 6s or the previous iPhone SE with the same CPU, or you can buy the latest iPhone SE, which have the same screen and the same technologies except from the 3D touch, and also without the headphone jack, unfortunately. What's else interesting about the phone? It's easy to hold with one hand, which I really like. For me, it's very important phone to be small. Let's go with the specs. So, about the phone, it's designed by Apple. It was introduced in year 2015 on September 25. There is also a Plus model. They are succeeded by iPhone 7 and 7 Plus in the next year 2017. They were discontinued with the announcement of the iPhone XS and iPhone XS Max and iPhone XR on September 2018. iPhone 6s is the similar design to the iPhone 6, but includes updated hardware, including straightened chassis and upgraded system on chip, a 12 megapixel rear camera that can record up to 4K video at 30 FPS, improved fingerprint recognition sensor, LTE advanced support, hazer capabilities without needing to be plugged in. The iPhone 6s also introduces a new hardware feature known as a 3D touch, which enable pressure sensitive touch input. Let me show you again. You simply press and you receive peak and pop. It's really cool. I really like. Unfortunately, they discontinue it, like everything good, like the headphone jack. So what else? It have extremely generally positive reaction. Reception, while performance and camera quality were prized by most reviews. The addition of 3D touch was liked by one critic for the potentially entirely new interface interaction, but disliked by another critic for not providing users with the expected intuitive response before actually using the feature. Basically, it's cool feature, but it never get some traction, and it was limited only to the newer phones. And these days they use it as a software implementation, unfortunately. What else? The battery life was criticized. The phone camera was not significantly better than the rest of the industry. Set new first weekend sales record, selling 30 millions. Basically, this is an upgraded iPhone 6 version. On iPhone 6, we received a little bit bigger screen with ionic strength glass, but it was bending like crazy and a lot of factory defects. So basically, this is the biggest upgrade here is the 3D touch and the strengthened chassis, which doesn't bend. Also, a new rose gold color option was introduced. I am really sad that they discontinued these models, 6s and iPhone 7, because they were the last to include stereo headphone jack. Here we have system on chip A9, 1.85 GHz dual core 64-bit, 2 GB LPDDR4 memory, TLC NAND connection. So what else? It's similar, identical to iPhone 6. The bend gauge design flaw were fixed. It was constructed from 7000 series aluminum alloy. Key points in the rear casing were strengthened and reinforced, and touchscreen integrated circuits were relocated to the display assembly. Rose color option. The chip A9, 70% faster than A8, 90% better graphics performance, 2 GB of RAM, LTE advanced. Battery life is the same, dual sourced from TSMC and Samsung were the CPU chip. Unfortunately, it was speculated that Samsung have worse battery life, the chip from Samsung. It have some sort of water ingress protection, but it was very little. Silicon seal, components, logic board, adhesive gasket. This was the interesting part. And the more water resistant were the phone after that iPhone 7, which was the new improved thing. Here is Hey Siri option, which I currently disabled. The screen is actually the same like iPhone 6. 3D touch, embedded sensors on the backlight. More forceful touches enable 3D touch. So basically when you press the screen, let me show you again, you press the screen, you receive this. It's very cool because it's linked with the haptic technology as well. So taptic engine vibrator, and you receive haptic feedback. What else? It's more sensitive and can recognize more levels of touch pressure. Due to the more hardware, it's a little bit heavier than iPhone 6. It has 12 megapixel rear facing camera, an upgrade from the 8 megapixel unit on the previous models, as well as 5 megapixel front facing camera that can record 4K video, as well as Full HD and 30, 60 and now 112 frames per second. When you record on 4K, your storage will be very fast, utilize it, and you can record only 40 minutes on the 60 gigabyte model. So basically you can give a different variety of storages you can buy. Storage is not upgradable. It uses NVMe Express, maximum average read speed of 1,840 megabytes per second, which degrades over time. It's cheap NVMe, not expensive, keep that in mind. So it's not last a lot, but it will last you a few years. The life of the phone, I would recall, maybe around 10 years. Depends how much data you will read and write. What else? It was shipped with iOS 9, which introduces the 3D touch on this one. What else? The camera have retina flash, which I will show you in the moment. Here you will see the retina flash. Let me switch to video. So you can see the retina flash. This is it, very bright flash. Very bright. Again, you cannot see it well on the camera, but it's extremely bright. Here, this is the flash, very bright. What else? It can support up to iOS 12 at the moment. They also support iOS 13, and I think iOS 13 will be the last for them. Probably. It's a huge probability that it will be the last for them, because they're more than 5 years old at this moment. It can support even the dark mode, most of the features. This phone was called, when it was released, the best phone on the market, because of the 3D touch. Unfortunately, Apple decided to shut down this 3D touch feature on the newer models, which I really don't like, and the removal of the headphone jack. So basically the 3D touch was excellent feature. I am really sad that they remove it. What else? What else? The phone have potential to be best smaller phones on the market, but its short battery life is deeply frustrated. So the phone not leak ahead of the competition anymore. We are now using phones with the performance of the current PCs. 3D touch is glorified vibrator and no good, you still don't know quite what's going to happen until you try it. It has several awards from several companies. Apple sold a lot of phones, more than 30 million. So the last thing which I will mention of the phone, excellent phone, you can still use it in the year 2012. You can use it on this year 2020. The last thing which I don't like is unexpected battery shutdown. For example, when you upgrade it to the latest version, and if your battery is old, unexpected battery shutdowns. It was introduced as an issue in 2016. Faulty batteries as well. Basically, Apple screwed a lot of people with these batteries. So basically you need either to buy a new one from Apple or other place. The battery replacement program now is ended. Basically, if your battery can no longer store juice, your phone will shut down unexpectedly, which is not very good. Here you have battery health. Mine is excellent, but if you have old battery, this will be an issue. And if you have faulty battery, you need to replace it. So basically this is it. It's probably the last phone which you can easily repair, because most things are very easy to repair and replace. Still, if you replace the Touch ID with different one, it won't work because it's buried on the motherboard. So basically, if you like my videos, keep watching them, share, subscribe. Till next time, people.